Tiffany here with Cards Crafty Creations. Today's project is assembling this mailbox, this tin mailbox that I had picked up from the Dollar Tree, and covering it up and embellishing it for Valentine's Day. I went to the Dollar Tree and saw this in their Christmas stuff. This is actually a Christmas tin, and it doesn't really matter because we're going to cover it up anyway. And I thought that the colors, the turquoise color and the blue check gingham, would be good for Valentine's Day because it seems like those are the Valentine colors this year, the pink, red, and turquoisey color. So I thought, well, this will be perfect. Valentine card boxes are a thing for Valentine's Day. I mean, I don't have kids, but when I was a kid in school, we would make mailboxes out of the milk cartons from the cafeteria, and we would decorate them with construction paper and put them on our desk for Valentine's Day, and then everyone would come by and put their Valentine in our crafted mailboxes. So I thought this would be a perfect structure to start with for our mailbox. So like I said, I did pick this up from the Dollar Tree, and now I just actually went through my stash. I didn't even buy anything new or special for this project. I actually used what I had on hand, which is amazing, and got this paper and figured out the measurements and started covering it up. Now, unfortunately, and I apologize, I'm off camera quite a bit. So I try and recognize that throughout the preparation of this, but I actually have two stations, actually I have three working stations in my craft room. One I sit down at, and two are standing stations. And this is actually the station I'm at majority of the time. It's my standing desk in front of my big giant window. And so I had brought my camera over here to do filming because that's where I work most of the time. And I guess I just did not have it quite in the right place. And so I apologize. There's times where I'm off screen, but then I pop back on because I realize it. But so I did get a new camera mount that reaches all the way over the desk. And so I will have much better filming going forward. I think I have two videos with it on this camera mount. It's a tripod, so hopefully the other one's better, but this one's it's a little off film. Anyway, what I did was I cut it down to the size I needed, and then I was like, I don't want to use wet glue because one, I don't think it will stick to the tin, and adhesive tape would be much better, but I didn't want to use a bunch of score tape. So I got out my Xyron sticker maker and ran this through, and I have been finding that I am really enjoying my Xyron sticker maker. There's a lot of projects that I work on where liquid glue, which is what I use most of the time, will not stay adhesive to it, stuck to it, just because of the type of material you're working with. It does not like to stay stuck to shiny things. And so having my sticker maker has been very helpful. It puts a whole bunch of stick on the piece of paper, and then I just stick it on. And so I will probably have this out a lot more. I think it's underutilized. I had it stored away forever, and my friend needed it because she was doing a bunch of Christmas cards that were very intricate. So I let her use it, and it kind of revived it for me. So I will have it out more often and be using it more. However, yeah, you'll see here when I go to stick this on, because I used my sticker maker, I turn it into a sticker. You'll see that there's no wiggle room like you have with liquid glue. And when I stuck this on, it was a little crooked. And when I tried to peel it back off to straighten it out, it did not like that. And it tore fairly quickly. So I had no choice but to stick it where it was. So it's off a little bit, but at least the background is red, so it kind of matches. So it's not as big of a deal, but it's still not the greatest. But anyway, so I'm just going through and measuring out, tracing out all the parts. And then I realized I turned it into a sticker before I copied it to put on the back of the mailbox. So I had to cut it off the sticker paper so I could trace it, as you see here, so I could get a replica for the back of the mailbox. No big deal. It was just, yeah. Luckily I remembered before I stuck it down, otherwise I'd have to measure again. So anyways, you'll see here, and oh, yep, not quite straight. Oh, it tore. Shoot. Oh well, we're just gonna continue on as if that didn't happen. And that's the way it goes when you're crafting. You just do the best you can with the oops that happened. Anyway, so the rest of this I'm just gonna go through and finish covering it. I did take the flag off. It was riveted or eyelidded on, I guess you would say. It took me a bit to take that off without bending the heck out of the plastic flag, but I got it, and I'll put it back on with a decorative brad, and then I will decorate around it. So, but this was kind of a fun project. They are not very big, as you can see. I would say they're like 4 inches or so, maybe 5 inches. Well, I can't remember. Anyway, but they're just fun little projects to do. I will put them on my Etsy store. I really don't know that they'll sell or anything like that, but maybe, because I do actually have some. That'd be quite a cute purchase. One of these mailboxes, and then I have a set of school Valentine cards, digital Valentine cards on there, on my Etsy shop. So that'd be kind of fun to get the digital Valentine cards to go with the mailbox and then take them to school. That'd be fun. But those are on my Etsy store too. So anyway, I got this die here to make some miniature envelopes. I have been making a lot of miniature envelopes lately, especially since I've been doing some Harry Potter mixed media shadow box things, and so I needed kind of a lot of envelopes, and so I got that die, and that's been very helpful. But anyway, so yeah, that's about all for this project. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to embellish it. As far as my week and what I've been doing, just still at working my long hours this tax season, and after work working on Etsy and Instagram and these videos. We did take our cat to the vet today. She was having some issues. She's an indoor cat. We've had her for many years, but she's a very healthy, very well kept cat, and then all of a sudden she was not anymore. She was making a mess and drooling and not cleaning her coat, and so it made us very worried about her. So we ended up taking her into the vet today, and they were nice enough to fit her in between other appointments and take a look, and turns out she has a infection in her mouth. So that explains a lot of what has happened to her, kind of becoming a very messy cat. So I was grateful. We're going to give her her medicine and get her all squared away and fixed up. So I'm glad that that's all it was. I can handle a couple of bad teeth that need to be removed, and so I'm hoping soon she will be back to her old self, hissing and carrying on at the other kitten. We got a kitten this year, and she gets very annoyed at her little brother cat because he wants to play and he thinks she is playing all the time, and that is not the case, but he doesn't know it. So it'll be good to have her back to new and hissing and carrying on at him like she used to. So anyway, other than that, there's not much going on. It's freezing cold where we're at. The snow is still on the ground and it is melting away. However, we are in the area that is going to have another cold front come in. I don't know that we're going to get much snow, but it's going to be pretty drastic. We're going to go from, we're in the single and double digits, like the teens, all the way up to 49 and all the way back down to negative numbers. So that should be a real treat. Anyway, I think that's it for this week. I will hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a try yourself if you see those tins at the Dollar Tree. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.